Welcome to RCSP, Florida. Today I'm at Hillsborough River State Park, and if you want to, you can come along with me and we'll see what we can find here today. I've done quite a bit of hiking and found a few things, but didn't find much in the way of wildlife, but I did find some flowers and a few other interesting things. So come along with me as I explore Hillsborough River State Park. You can kind of see here how high the water was during Milton. All this sand was all covered up. And if we walk up here very carefully, not to fall off of this thing. Giving people the way to get down there now. Tree across the river's broken off and into the water. This old tree has been here for a long time. We'll say one thing it did is it seemed to get rid of all the graffiti on the tree that people put on there. Storm kind of just washed it away. Back up the hill here and pick up the old camera and head on down the road. Catch up with you later. Look at this waterfall here. This waterfall here was not like this before the storm. The storm has kind of created this. This is just downriver from the bridge, the suspension bridge. Interesting. This is a giant cypress tree at Hillsborough River State Park. It is really old growth. And if you walk up to it, a giant hole in it. Standing in the hole of the big old cypress tree. It's amazing this thing is able to hold up during Milton with all the wind and all the other trees that came down. Just shows you how strong these trees really are. This is one of those places that you better be really careful and pay attention to where you're walking, because if you were to fall, you could just stick one of these things right through your chest or your stomach, because they are sharp, some of them. These are all cypress knees from these cypress trees that are here, including the big one that I just showed you, which is still alive. That one right there is another big one. Gigantic. And just beyond that you can see the tree came down. And there's other trees all around me that have come down during the storm. Interesting place. Looking up a hollow oak tree. No, this is not part of a bird's nest, but debris washed up and caught on the limb of this tree. The water below is about 10 to 12 feet down from where the debris is. That means the water was covering this boardwalk at the height of the storm. It was weeks after the storm before the river started to go back to normal levels. They have replaced a lot of the railings along the riverbank, so I assume a lot of it was damaged. This park was one of the last to reopen after the storm, so they had significant damage. Parts of the trail system are still closed today. Fortunately, the suspension bridge was spared and survived the storm. That's a miracle in itself. It seems like wherever I go lately, I find these three-leaf plants, better known as eastern poison ivy. The other day I was standing in a field of it in the green swamp before I noticed it. Sometimes looking through the viewfinder too much can get you in trouble. I need to be more careful. These cypress knees guard the entrance to these cypress trees like Roman soldiers guarded the king and queen. These two giant cypress knees stand guard over the king behind them. This squirrel was the only mammal I saw today. He looked right at me as if to say, "Go away, old man, and leave me alone." So I did just that. I took his picture and left him alone to ponder his fate. As the graphic says, I shot the remaining photos and videos with my new iPhone 16 Pro. I traded up to the 16 Pro to get the SOS features that I have in my Garmin inReach Mini 2. It's costing money every month to keep the satellite service activated with Garmin, but now I can do the same thing with my iPhone for effectively no more money. It's part of my normal phone bill. Quite frankly, it's also a little easier to work with. The new iPhone 16 Pro has a very good camera, and the lens selection is great. It even does macro, although it can be a little finicky. I know you guys are probably sick of seeing fern shots, but I can't resist. Unfortunately, a picture or video can't really grasp how beautiful these ferns are. I wish it could. The fern was spread out all under these trees like a blanket. It was all new growth, so the fern was nice and fresh and very beautiful. Like the fern, the needles on this cypress tree were all new and bright green. As summer progresses, they turn a much darker green. This time of year, they just seem to glow in the sunlight. This is bristle thistle, according to the CCAP, which is one of the ways I try to identify what I see out in the wild. Any thistle flower attracts insects like a magnet. If I can find a number of thistle flowers, I can stay busy for hours shooting shots of every kind of insect you can imagine. I love this flower. According to Seek, this is a whirlabout skipper butterfly. From what I can tell, it's correct. As you can see, all types of insects visit the thistle flower. Say that 4 times quickly. You can see a couple of trees snapped off well above ground level, which is what hurricanes can do. Most of the trees that go down in a storm either snap off way above ground, or the wind blows the entire tree over, including the root system. It depends on how easily the tree trunk will break. Pine trees tend to snap off sometimes well above ground level, and oaks and other hardwood trees seem to blow over at ground level. Either way is not good. It is a beautiful bluebird day today, without a cloud in the sky. Well, that'll about do it for RCSP Florida for this week. I hope you enjoyed the Hillsborough River State Park. Kind of waited to do this evening because of the leaf blower you hear in the background, but he's going to keep on going, so I figured I had to do it or stand here forever. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for coming along with me, and we'll see you again, hopefully, next week.